Hey everybody, welcome back to Heathline. I'm Gregory Zarian, and our conversation is diabetes. Did you know that 79 million people are undiagnosed diabetic? So what does that mean? Does it mean that we're eating poorly, not getting enough exercise? Here's another question. Can obesity cause diabetes? Joining me now is Dr. Emil Avanes. He is the internal medicine doctor. How are you, doctor?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Out of the gate, can obesity cause diabetes?
Yeah, you've opened up a can of worms for us today because you've touched on so many different things that we can actually talk about. I'll try to keep it brief because I'm very passionate about this stuff. So obesity is one of the leading causes of diabetes. And one of the things that I would like to talk to our viewers about is the fact that there's two ways that diabetes gets diagnosed in our office. When patients come to our office, it could be that they haven't seen their doctor for several years, and they come in, we do some tests, and they show really uncontrolled diabetes. That's one way. The other way is if they get their yearly checkups, and we slowly start seeing signs of diabetes, and we're able to control it. Now, that aside, we know for a fact that obesity is directly correlated with diabetes.
Well, I want to say one thing about this country. We are the most obese country in the world. Over 70% of this country is obese. So it's tragic.
So if you go into the CDC data and you look at 1985, less than 10% of California has obesity. As you go on to the next 10-year mark, 1985 to 1995, that number goes up to 10 to 14%. 2010s was 20 to 24%. So this is, we live in a society that I like to call obesogenic.
Which is pretty much a quick fix society.
Well, there's just so many assaults on our health from what we eat to our lifestyle that we really need to think about these things when patients come to see us in the clinic as a first step. So we like to focus on that, and I think it's very important for our patients to know that diabetes, well, I'll just give an example of a population in. So a bariatric population that they did a study on in Cleveland Clinic, they did surgeries to improve their weight because they really needed it. These are people who are like 300-400 pounds.
Sure.
So they were able to get rid of diabetes 80% of the time when they got to a goal BMI and not even take medication.
And what is a BMI, doctor?
Their body mass index, which kind of correlates their height and their weight.
If you had to say to anyone how to keep diabetes away, even if it's not in your family or hereditary, and it's about living a healthier lifestyle, not doing so much fast food and quick fix, what is your doctor recommended solution?
It's very, very important to focus on our choices, and the resources are many. Glendale Adventist has a community care center that can provide all the education in the world. There are support groups that are available. There are physicians who are willing to discuss these matters. But it's all about the choices. And one of the most important things for every individual to realize is how their choices could support their health, and they could create health in their lives for many years to come. These numbers are not a joke. They're real. The fact that our obesity rate has tripled in 30 years is due to the unhealthy choices that we're being offered and we're taking. We're really looked down upon, smoking and drug abuse, these things that are addictive habits. However, a lot of the food that we eat is just as addictive as some of these quote-unquote drugs. So I would say, Gregory, the most important thing is that people start to really assess their choices.
Thank you, doctor. So you heard it from the doctor. Everything we do is a choice. So what kind of healthy choices are you making right here, right now? And if they're not all healthy, you can change that right now. More when we come back.